Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to take another quick look at the Star Wars X-Wing Miniatures game. Now today we're going to be looking at the Imperial Aces expansion. It is part of Wave 3.5, if you can call it that. It's basically the wave between 3 and 4, obviously. But I think it's designated as the Cinematic Wave. It's made up of the Imperial Aces expansion, which is shown here, the Rebel Aces expansion, the Tantive 4 expansion, which is a Corellian Corvette, and the Rebel Transport expansion. The latter three haven't been released yet. The Imperial Aces just got released, and I was lucky enough to grab a copy off of Amazon. So with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at this. I actually haven't had a chance to go through all of the different tokens and the cards yet. So let's go ahead and shut the camera off, and I'll give you a close-up of what came in the box. Alright, now like I said, I just opened the box, so I decided to keep the tokens out simply because I see a few that I don't recognize right off the bat. They may be part of a mission, I don't know. But before we get into all that, let's go ahead and take a look at the models. I'm sure that's what you want to see anyway. Let's go ahead and focus in on these. Okay, well, as you can see, they are two different colors. One looks like a regular TIE Interceptor, except it has these red stripes along the side. So that's pretty interesting. It's still pretty detailed, though, just like a regular TIE Interceptor. The other one is bloodshot red, as you can see, more like the Imperial or Royal Guard was in The Return of the Jedi. As far as the movement is concerned, these TIE Interceptors have the same movement restrictions as the regular TIE Interceptor did, that TIE Interceptor being featured in Wave 1. And I have a video out there in case you want to see that. But anyway, if you want to take a look at the wheel real quick anyway, just to be thorough, let's go ahead and just zoom on that. You can make a hard left at 1 or hard right at 1, that's it. For 2, you can make a hard left at 2, that's a green maneuver. Slight left at 2, that's a green maneuver. Straight at 2, that's a green maneuver. You can also bank right or make a hard right at 2, those are also green. Hard left or hard right at 3, that's a white maneuver. Slight left or slight right at 3, it's a white maneuver. Going straight at 3 is a green maneuver. You can make a K-turn at 3, that's a red maneuver. You can go straight at 4, that's a green maneuver. Straight at 5, that's a white maneuver, or you can make a K-turn at 5, that is a red maneuver. Now, the Imperial Aces expansion came in a big box, and like the Millennium Falcon and the Slave One ship, they had their own little mini guide, sort of what you see here. And it's the same thing. If you've seen my other videos, you'll know that what this looks like and what's all in it. You've got your component list on the front. On the back, you have your available maneuvers and what they can do. And on the inside, there's usually some new rules posted if there are any. Modification and titles, that's something that we've already seen. Ship restricted upgrades. Some of the upgrade cards in this expansion pack are labeled TIE Interceptor only, so I guess we'll get to that soon. And then the rest of it's just Mission 7 Cutting the Cord. And I think it looks like that's where these new tokens come into play. You've got a tracking token, prototype ID token, and some other things over here I've never seen before. Destroying facilities. So yeah, this is all the new tokens, it looks like, are part of a new scenario. So it's not like you'd be using them regularly just in a regular battle. So speaking of which, let's go ahead and take a look at that in case you want to see them. I don't know what they do, mind you, but I guess I'll show you what they look like in case you're curious. That's new. Alright. Let's go ahead and flip these over and zoom in there. So yeah, these are the new mission tokens. Again, I don't know what they do, but it looks like there's some sort of damage token here. You can flip it over 1 and 2. There's this new prototype ID token that you saw in the manual. So yeah, definitely check this out if you're into the missions. Personally, I'm not too big on the missions. I just prefer a good old-fashioned dogfight. Alright, now as far as the pilots go, in case you're wondering about the other tokens, they are just your standard shield. You've got your focus, evade, stress tokens, different things like that. But as far as the individual pilots are concerned, we'll start with this Carnor Jax. Pilot skill of 8. The skills seem to be the same across the board. 3, 3, 3, 0. 3 attack, 3 agility, 3 hull, 0 shield. Now, as far as this Carnor Jax is concerned, pilot skill 8, special ability. Enemy ships at range 1 cannot perform focus or evade actions. What? And cannot spend focus or evade. That is Wow. Okay. Like I said, I haven't seen these before, so that's interesting. If you can keep this ship or this pilot behind somebody and close to them, they won't be able to evade. Wow. Or spend focus tokens. That's interesting. You've got focus, barrel roll, boost, evade down here. Pilot skill, or not pilot skill, but cost of 26, and you can do this one upgrade here. The next pilot that I want to look at, let's see. I'm going to butcher these names. Canos, is that it? I don't know the lore, so. Alright, pilot skill 6. When attacking at range 2 to 3, you may spend 1 evade token to add 1 hit result to your roll. Huh. That's also pretty overpowered, in my opinion. I mean, all you have to do is just take an evade token every single time, and as long as you attack, you can add 1 hit result to your... So you're guaranteeing a hit, so as long as you take an evade action. That has a cost of 24 points. Royal Guard pilot, that has a pilot skill of 6. Focus, standard actions, focus, barrel roll, boost, evade, cost of 22, no special ability. Another Royal Guard pilot. Tetran Cowell, I guess. Pilot skill 7. When you reveal a K-turn maneuver, you may treat the speed of that maneuver as 1, 3, or 5. Huh. So I guess it gives you some flexibility when you're making your K-turn. That has a cost of 24. Lieutenant Laurer. Okay, pilot skill 5. When performing a barrel roll action, you may receive 1 stress token. You may use a 1 slight left or 1 slight right template, or a bank, I guess, instead of the 1 straight template. Wow, okay, so I guess you can barrel roll on a curve instead of just being forced to do it in a straight line. That has a cost of 23. Saber Squadron pilot, pilot skill 4, no special ability, cost of 21, same thing. And we've got 2 reference cards here, boost action and some rolls on modification and titles. Upgrade cards, there's quite a few. I'll try and get through them as quick as I can. Push the limit, I've seen this in the A-Wing expansion. Once per round, after you perform an action, you may perform 1 free action shown in your action bar, then receive 1 stress token. Perfect for pilots like Tycho, I think his name was, in the A-Wing expansion, that could ignore, or could perform actions, even though they have stress tokens on them. So that's pretty good. I'm glad to see that here too. That has a cost of 3. Another push the limit card. Shield upgrade modification. Increase your shield value by 1. Cost of 4. In case you're wondering, and I looked this up, it's actually legal to place shield upgrades on your TIE fighters and TIE interceptors, the ships that normally don't have shields at all. That's what prompted me to look that up in the first place, because I was like, can you add a shield upgrade to a TIE ship? It's TIE Advanced and the TIE Defenders and all that had shields, but I was wondering about the TIE Fighters, and apparently you can. So you can add shield upgrades to your TIE Interceptors in this, along with other things. You've got a Royal Guard TIE. That is a TIE Interceptor only. That's a title. You may equip up to 2 different modification upgrades instead of 1. That's your shield upgrades, your engine upgrades, different things like that. This allows you to upgrade or have 2 modifications instead of 1. You cannot equip this card if your pilot skill is 4 or lower. That has an upgrade cost of 0. That's same card. Opportunist. This might be new. When attacking, if the defender does not have any focus or evade tokens, you may receive 1 stress token to roll 1 additional attack die. That's pretty good. You cannot use this ability if you have any stress tokens. That's an upgrade cost of 4. Another opportunist card. A lot of duplicates in this. Targeting computer modification. Your action bar gains a focus target lock action icon. Upgrade of 2. So, for pilots like Night Beast, I think it is, and he's just a regular TIE fighter. He can take the focus action along with his regular action, whatever you deem it, if he makes a green maneuver. Couple that with this, and you can do a focus and a target lock on 1 turn. That's pretty good. Shield upgrade, seen that. Targeting computer, seen that. Hull upgrade, modification, increase your hull value by 1. Upgrade cost of 3. Not sure why you would do that if you know, shields obviously would prevent critical hits, whereas the hull would not. But I'm thinking it's because of the cost. I think the shield was 4. Yeah, 4. So for 1 point less, you can do a hull upgrade instead of a shield upgrade. There's 2 of those cards. And that concludes the upgrade cards. And there you have it. That's just a very brief look at the Imperial Aces expansion. Once again, this is part of the cinematic wave, wave 3.5 if you will. You can expect to see, I'm guessing, the rest of wave 3.5 or the cinematic wave out on the market, I'm assuming, later this year, along with wave 4, which seems pretty promising. That'll include the Z95 Headhunter, the E-Wing, the TIE Defender, and the TIE Phantom. So yeah, be on the lookout for more videos from me in regards to Wave 3.5 and 4. You can check out my review of the base game at www.dadsgamingaddiction.com, or you can simply click on the links in the below description. That'll take you there as well. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.